Today in this video, we're going to review topics from Self-Study Guide number 12. Let's get started. How much and how many? How do we use this? Well, let's start here. Can you count these things? Flower, sand, rhino, boat, sugar, grape, water. Do they make sensible plurals? Yes, you can make them plurals. Now, not all of them. Let's pay attention. Flower can be flowers. Sand, not really sands, right? It's uncountable. You cannot count it. Rhinos, yes, you can count them. Boats, yes, you can make it plural. Sugars, not really. We only say sugar. Grape, yes, you can say grapes. And water, you can't say waters. We have to use water. So it is uncountable. The only ones that you can make plurals are flowers, rhinos, boats, and grapes. Count nouns. Count nouns are nouns that can be count. For example, a book, 2 friends, 3 cars, etc. Count noun can be preceded by a or un. In the singular, it takes a final s or es. In the plural, non-count nouns. Non-count or mass nouns refer to things that cannot be counted. For example, money, rain, snow, butter, wind, air, clothing, etc. Non-count nouns are not preceded by a or un and have no plural form. Common non-count nouns: advice, news, information, work, dust, flower, rice, hair, weather, water, music, money, heat, electricity, sunshine, sand, equipment, jewelry, luggage, milk, oil, water, fun, and love. If you can count it, use many. For example, too many flowers. If you can count it, use many. Can you count it? Yes, I ate so many grapes that I felt sick. If you can count it, use many. How many boats can you see? If you can't count it, use much. Can you count sand? Not really, right? So we say, how much sand do you need? If you can't count it, use much. There's too much water on the floor. Clean it up. Much or many? Well, for countable things, use many, and for non-countable things, use much. Let's do a little practice. How orange juice do you want? Is it much or many? How much orange juice do you want? You can't count juice, so we use much. What about here? How cookies do you eat? Is it many or much? Can you count cookies? Yes. How many cookies do you eat? There are 2 people in line. Can you count people? Let's see. There are 2 many people in line. Yes, you can count people. You could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, etc. He put so salt in the soup that it tastes horribly. Would you say much or many? He put so. Can you count the salt? Not really, right? So we say he put so much salt in the soup that it tasted horrible. The teacher gave us 2 homework. Can you count homework? No, you can't. We need to say much homework. If you want to count homework, you can say homework assignments. Assignments. But if you only use homework, you cannot count it. Now try these. Number 1, how much homework do you have? Number 2, how sugar do you want in your tea? Is it much or many? Much. Good job. Number 3, how apples are there? How many apples? You can count apples. Good job. Number 4, how teachers do you see? How many teachers do you see? Perfect. Number 5, how milk do you want? How much milk do you want? Perfect. Number 6, how desks do you see? Can you count desks? Yes, we can. How many desks do you see? Number 7, how books are on the desk? Can you count books? Yes. How many books are on the desks? And the desk. And number 8, how work do you have? Can you count work? No, you can't. So we say, how much work do you have? Good job. Thank you so much for practicing. Some and any. Some. We use some in affirmative sentences. For countable nouns in plural and for uncountable nouns we use some. Some means not an exact number or quantity. There's some apples on the table. Apples is countable. There's some water in the glass. Water is uncountable. So remember, we use it for countable nouns in plural and uncountable nouns as well. We use some in interrogative sentences to ask for and offer things. For example, can I have some apples, please? Any. We use any in negative and interrogative sentences for countable nouns in plural and for uncountable nouns as well. For example, are there any apples in the basket? Is there any milk in the fridge? There aren't any apples in the basket. There isn't any milk in the fridge. So remember, we use it for negative and interrogative sentences with countable nouns in plural and uncountable nouns. What are these? Some bananas or 4 bananas. So we can use some if you don't want to specify the number. What are these? Some pears, 3 pears. Good job. What is this? Some coffee. Perfect. What are these? Some eggs. If you want to count them, you could say 4 eggs. But if you don't want to specify, you can just say some eggs. Good job. What is this? Can you count milk? You can't really count the liquid. You can't count milk. So we say some milk. What is this? Some water. You can't really count the liquid. So we say some water. What is this? Yes, some cereal. Perfect. What is this? Great job. Some salad. What about this? What is this? Some pasta. Perfect. What about here? What is this? Salt. You can't count salt, so we say some salt. Perfect. Thank you so much, and hopefully this video was helpful so that you guys can complete self-study guide number 12. If you have any more questions, reach out to me or Teacher Gabby and we'll be happy to help you out. Have a great day!